What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. That would be amazing if you can do that, and obviously hit that thumbs up button too. That would also be really good, because you're here for a formation, you're here because you're struggling, and the formation I have for you today is one that isn't that popular at this point in time, but I've got a funny feeling after this video and after some people kind of pick up on what we've done here, it's going to get popular. So let's get to it first. It's the 4-1-3-2 formation. Now, the 4-1-3-2 plays very much like a 4-4-2, and it's unstoppable. I haven't lost with this formation in about 12 to 13 games I've conceded very little goals with this. I had one game where it went a bit crazy and it was 7-3, 7-4 or something like that. But I'm dominating my opponent, I'm winning games, I'm scoring goals, and that is the most important thing. And to be fair, that is all we really care about at this point in time. We just want those wins. Now, I have Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer is an absolute beast at DM. Unfortunately, he's got a red card from a previous game, but I still went on to win that game, and that is the main thing. So you can see here we're evoing a couple of players as well. So don't have my best defence. However, it still plays incredibly well. So let's jump into it. Let's see how I've got this set up. So like I said, it's the 4-1-3-2 formation. It's on balanced and it's on high defensive approach. So we have it on 70. Anything between 70 and 95 is perfect. It's all about preference. Now, because you are having one DM protect the back four, that's why I've gone to 70. If you're a little bit more gung-ho than me, for example, and you are really, really good at defending, you can go to the 95. I just prefer the 70. Now, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to jump straight into the gameplay. I'm going to explain everything that's going on, where players are on the pitch, where they should be, where you can find them, and you will see how well this plays and how good this formation is. It's absolutely incredible. Let me drop that in now, and we'll come back and we'll do the player roles at the end. So rather than just showing goals, I like to show it from a defensive point of view as well. And you can see on the pitch here, you have 3 forward. The striker dropped a little bit deep there to get the ball back, but nonetheless in the right place at the right time. And you'll notice about the CMs as well. The CM is not a cam in this formation, he is a CM. He doesn't play like a CM. You can see the two of them there, so you can see the DM and the CM are very close together, which kind of makes this, when you defend, a 4-4-2. So you defend in a 4-4-2, but you attack in a 4-1-3-2. Now, what you'll find is you don't have 5 players in attack. You can see it quit there. I mean, it's crazy because they just can't break you down. They struggle so much, and that was a theme with this formation, is how much they struggled. You can see here the game went a bit strange. It wouldn't switch me, and then it did switch me, and it was a little weird. But you can see how the AI is struggling to pick up the wide players, because they go wide and they start out really, really wide, and then they come in. And I'm not asking them to come in; they naturally come in to their own there. And you can see here, so we've got the 1-2 with the striker. We can use the wide player if we want to, but he makes a run. But look at what he's done to that defender. He's dragged that defender with him. So the wide runner has gone into the box. The AI has followed and just left a gap. And again, another quit. And like I say, a lot of people, especially now since the latest patch number 12, are allowing the AI to do a lot of their defending. And that is where they go wrong, because the AI picks up a run it should really just leave alone, because you can play him offside, for example. Like here, you can see the AI, they can't catch me. It's ridiculous. We're 1-0 down as well, and the AI can't catch the counter attack. But yeah, once the wide players start running and they're dragging players out of position, I mean, if you watch here, you can see we have 2 players dominating 1 defender. And I'm sending the left mid on a run. You can see there he goes up the pitch, stops his run, comes back, places a nice little 1-2. His players are out of position. Look at the space there is ridiculous, especially for a card like Bale or Mbappe or Vinny Jr. Somebody that is not going to miss in that situation. And then here, because my opponent is so high up the pitch trying to get back into the game, we're exploiting the spaces. And we do that purely by messing up our opponent's AI defending. Now, I'm not a fan of AI defending, I've never have been. I like to be in control of my own defending, which is why sometimes I do make mistakes, but when I make mistakes, fair enough, it happens, there's nothing you can do about it. But like there, you can see he wasn't controlling his left back. His left back was in no man's land, didn't know what to do, and by the time he does control his left back, it's too late. I've got the goal. I'm in his space. I'm in his territory. There's nothing that he can do. It's a very tame shot there as well. He'll get it out wide to the right back. You can see I've called Hansen the RM shorter to come to the ball. We have 5 players in my opponent's half. We can go in any direction we want to. I could go out wide again. You can see there that Hansen, she's getting back into a defensive position. Again, that's where the DM comes into play. She's on the move again. It's a 2v2 inside the box. She's not. That's a 97 rated card. It's not going to miss from that position. It's as simple as that. And then from here as well, you can see we can create nice little triangles. I could have hit it through to the CM, but I chose not to. And again, Bale is a card that isn't going to miss in those situations. And you can see, look at the bottom of your screen. We can switch the play that easy. He's got no chance of getting over to me. I don't know what he was doing there, but then Elise is just so glad I evoed that card. That is what you get a release. That's that finesse left foot. I mean, it's just a crazy good card. At that point, the game is done. It's finished. It's over with. Let me show you how I've got this set up. That last game was really bonkers. It finished 7-4, 7-3, something like that. It was a crazy game. Anyway, let's jump straight into it. So, both fullbacks, left back and right back, both on fullback and defend. Defenders we don't touch, we leave alone. Goalkeeper, sweeper keeper. Sweeper keeper is a must at this point in time because he acts as an extra defender if you've got too many players up the pitch, especially if you get caught out of corners and they're trying to counter you. That is perfect, sweeper keeper, and Tim Howard's pretty good at it as well. I cannot lie. Beckenbauer is my DM. He's a true DM, so ideally you want a true DM in this position. Somebody with the world-class play styles is perfect. I'm using Beckenbauer, deep line playmaker. Exactly what it says on the tin. He helps out in defence. He helps out supporting the attack as well. So that is perfect. Your CM you just leave alone, box to box and balance. He will act as your pivot. So these two will if you've watched the gameplay, they kind of sit left and right of each other, right and left of each other, as a 4-4-2 if you like. And then when you have the ball, when you do have the ball, they sit nice and tight together, and without the ball, that's when they kind of separate, and you get a little bit of more of a defensive cover between the two of them, if that makes sense. Now, your two wide players, wingers and attack on both sides, strikers, advance forward and attack on both of them. You can have one on a poacher if you want to. You don't need to have one on build up or anything like that, because that is what your CM is there for. You will see that the two strikers do not need any support up the field in terms of they don't need a third person to help them out. So yeah, that is where the pivot comes from with Zidane. And obviously, again, if you've watched the gameplay, you will see how wide these players are, giving you that get out of free jail card. You can just spam it from right to left, left to right, and you'll know one of those players will pick it up. It spreads the pitch out. It makes the pitch really, really wide, and you stretch the defence, especially if people are using the AI defender and they don't want to do it manually. The AI defence hasn't got a clue what you're doing, which is really nice as well. So that is it in a nutshell, guys. Honestly, it's an awesome formation. There is your code. Let me zoom in on that for you guys. And yeah, definitely honestly, you will not be disappointed with this formation. It has everything, forwards, backwards. It does everything you need to do and then some. And it is a slightly different formation to what everybody else is running as well. So it's going to be your opponent's going to be in for a little bit of a shock because they don't know where you are on the pitch, which is awesome as well. So hit that like button if you like what you see. Subscribe if you haven't already. That would be amazing. And yeah, until next time, everybody take care and look after themselves.